Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Scott McKenzie and I own and operate a home care agency called Golden Age Companions. We have been in business since 2011 and have generated over $8 million of total revenue. And I also have a company called Home Care Agency Blueprint, which is designed to help you start, scale, and launch your very own home care business. And it is not a franchise. It is setting up your entire agency for you, and we have all kinds of different packages based on your budget. So today I want to talk about how to get your home care agency license in Texas. I'm going to jump in here and share my screen. Alrighty, so in regards to getting your home care agency license in Texas, I'm going to do an overview. Keep in mind, with our home care agency blueprint program that also has coaching involved, we also have a total done for you package. We assist you in getting your license, whichever state you're in. We cover all states. So today I'm going to go over the license in Texas, and here is an overview. So the first thing is, there is a computer-based pre-survey training that is self-paced and it's right on their website. So you take that pre-training, and so I'll show you here what it looks like on, it's, with Texas Health and Human Services, their main website. So this is the link on how to get to the training, and it looks like, so essentially anybody that is looking to start up a home care agency or healthcare provider service-based business in Texas must take this training. It takes just 30 minutes to an hour, just depending on how fast you get through it. And there's just some basic instructions here on how to go through the quiz. And I really like this about Texas, because they're setting up expectations on what it looks like to get into this business and start up your home care agency. As far as getting the license, it obviously doesn't go over everything, but it sets up those expectations, which I really like. And then, here's an example of the modules. Introductory to the pre-survey training. If you click on this, it's gonna actually see, it's gonna basically, I need to log in here, but see, each module looks like there's 47 different lessons. So, and this is just in one of the modules. And then it's also quiz based too, so it goes over everything in regards to setting up your home care agency, on what the expectations are, the different types of services. If you're just doing non-medical home care, it's obviously less regulated. There's still things that you need to pass though. And then, so, this is so personal assistant services, there's health and safety code. These are things that you've got to review the regulations and understand what they are. With our home care agency blueprint coaching program, we can help you navigate this if you do have questions as you're going through here. So that's kind of the basics as far as what the module, that's just module 1. So you can kind of see what that looks like. And then, what the standards are. Module 3 is personal assistant services, what's inside of there. Licensed home health, what that's about, what hospice services. So some of this stuff might not be totally relevant to you. If you're doing a non-medical home care agency, it would be under personal assistant services. So I'll go back to the overview of what, just in general what this looks like. So you've got to get, and basically you want to determine what type of agency. Are you doing home health? Are you doing non-medical home care? Even hospice. And then you've got to get your NPI number, which takes 1 to 2 weeks average. It can even be in less than a week. We have a partnership where we can be able to get your NPI number in less than 5 days. So, but that's the average time. Complete the computer-based training, that's about an hour max. And then submitting the application. So the application is $2,625. And the processing varies just depending on how complete it is. And it looks like, I know like in California, you have to have your policies and procedures manual in place prior to submitting the application. In Texas, it looks like you can send in the application and the policies and procedures manual simultaneously before you get the full approval. Now, when it says here conducting background checks, that's on any of the administrators that are running the agency. So like the owner, or if there's a partnership, if there's a couple owners, any members that are going to be in charge of the business, they need to have their background checks, which definitely does take a few weeks. Ensuring health and safety compliance, that's essentially making sure that, so that's when the inspector will come out at the end of, towards the end of passing your licensing. And that is just making sure that your office is clean. From the research I was looking into it, it is like, you know, there's proper trash disposal and, you know, the office is sanitary, and then making sure that everything is compliant for, there's a lot more details that Texas has, but it's all kind of general stuff. And then the timeline is 4 to 6 months. So, and it also depends on processing time and how complete your application actually is. So here's like, and I'll actually put a copy of this document in the link in the description below. And by the way, if you feel like you're getting value out of this video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. And also, I do have a booking link in the description below if you'd like to book a call with me. That goes directly to me, and we can talk about starting up your very own home care business. You'll see my schedule there, and you can book a convenient time for yourself. This is just a little more detail on NPI number. What that is that's essentially a way to, so Texas does require that you need your NPI number. That is basically a process for billing. And then there's just a little more detail. I kind of went over the computer-based training, applying for the license, you know, your policies and procedures manual. I actually have an entire video on this on my channel. You can see it on here. We do have a 130 plus page policies and procedures manual that is included with any of our courses, even the most affordable course we have. We include that in there, and you can modify that according to your state. That is also something there. And background checks, that's pretty self-explanatory. Getting your Medicare, Medicaid certification, this is optional. This is not what you don't have to do this. We also can assist you in getting that done, but essentially that's just, you connect your NPI number with Medicare and Medicaid, and that's how you can bill for services as well. Once when you're able to do that, you can even get other insurance companies too to come on board to invoice, like the private insurance companies, like, you know, at least I know in California here, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Cal Optima, things like that. So, and then at the very end of about to get approval, so say month 4, 5, 6. So the other thing is, the obvious thing I didn't mention at the beginning was you do have to have a physical office space. You must have a physical office space. So make sure that even if it's a small executive little office, it needs to have a commercial address. It cannot be at your home, and it's got to be a locked door with a proper file cabinet, like a locked file cabinet for your employee files. So the inspectors, if they want to come out, they can do that. And so, yeah, then, you know, basically the inspector will come out and do a full overview inspection of your office space and make sure that everything is set up properly, and then you get the approval. And then there's always, like, you know, state and federal regulations for continual compliance, making sure you train your staff properly, updating your policies, you know, making sure that you have your professional and general liability insurance and things like that. So that is basically the overview of getting your home care agency license in Texas. So I'll put the link in the description below. So basically if you go to, so yeah, on Google here, if you literally type in Texas home care agency license, I even put computer-based training because it'll take you directly to the portal. This is where you can start on looking into the training. Now, setting up all of your insurances, your professional general liability, your workers' comp, you know, all that stuff, we can assist you in that, in making sure that you know what you're doing. And if you have any steps that you're getting stuck on, that's what we can assist you with. If you do choose our Done For You package for our home care agency blueprint, we essentially do all this on your behalf, and we assist you with it. So, all right, so that was an overview of how to get your home care agency license in Texas. I know it was an overview, it's pretty broad. There's quite a bit more involved. I just wanted to do something that was just kind of like get you familiar on what it looks like to actually apply for a license. A lot of people don't even know where to start and whatnot. So I'll put all these resources in the description below. And once again, if you do want to book a call with me and talk about getting our home care agency blueprint course, it's a lifetime course access. In addition to, there's coaching that's coupled with that. We can talk about what that looks like for you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thanks so much.